We need to go over anything once the other members get here, we will do so. The first item on our agenda is pay and classification plan. This was actually on our prior work session agenda. I asked for it to be removed just for the sake of having a meeting and understanding more why the job description is going to be added to our pay scale. So essentially, just so you guys are aware, our previous job was the Planning and Economic Development Director. And that was established, the title was actually established in 2022. And so being that that position as it stands does not have any staff, it's not an entire department within itself, it makes the most sense to have a city planner position, which initially is what it was, and that is going to be a grade 13 as opposed to grade 14, which is the director position with them. I also think that this is the most feasible way forward. That position will still be open and available if at some point the city, sees fit that, there needs to be a structure change and some additional employees to be added under that department. But outside of that, that's where we are. I think it's a really smart move. Any discussion? We were just going over item 1 regarding the planning classification plan. That's for the city planner position. Number 2, this is an ordinance tonight. We will be voting on it. Well, it's on its first reading. I'm hoping that you guys will be willing to do it and get consideration. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's prohibiting motorized vehicles on Sheepwood Trail. The reason why I want to consider immediate consideration is, just to ensure that there's not any derivation of the Sheepwood Trail stands. The quicker we can get to it, the better. So. Nothing too big.
But that falls into line with the rest of the trail, right? But I thought there was already something that prohibited motor vehicles on that.
I think this is for our portion of the trail, correct?
Yes, and it allows for PDs to be able to cite individuals for violating the ordinance.
Okay.
Yes, and so it allows for the police department to be able to cite individuals if they're violating the ordinance. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So that's why it needs to be in place.
I'm sorry, is that on the scale?
I'm sorry?
Is that on the scale?
I can't hear you.
Is that on the scale, first side?
Yes, sir. I believe so, yes.
I guess there's language in this ordinance that will define what we consider motorized vehicle, not so as not to technically prohibit electric lights.
Yes.
All right, we'll move on to item 3. It's 100 Church Street. It's a discussion on request to de-annex a portion of a parcel. Ms. Bass, correct me if I'm wrong, this is related to Mayor McCory's property that is located in Anniston City.
Yes. On page 20 in your packet, you will see the plat, and it shows how the parcel is split. So you have the back half that has a mobile home located on that. That portion is in Anniston City, and then the front part of the parcel where the 100 Church Street is, that portion is where the city is. And so Mayor McCory did reside on 100 Church Street. She did have to relocate because of the election. But her request is that the city de-annex that front portion where 100 Church Street resides to allow it to go to Anniston City. So this would have been brought before council sooner. However, kudos to our project manager, for making sure he got with a land surveyor to make sure that the description was correct before anything is brought before you all.
Thank you. And then that will come up for immediate consideration if you all are okay with that. We do have some board appointments for Main Street Board, 6 vacancies to fill. I think, Ms. Eden, you have some individuals that are willing or interested in being appointed to the board?
Yes, we actually have 7 applications. No, I'm sorry. If there's 6 vacancies, there are 8 applications of people interested in. One of the applicants did say that he would like to serve either on the DEA or on the Main Street Board. He said wherever he would be of most use.
Right. Is there any way possible we can send those applications to us? Maybe so we can all take a look at them?
Yes.
Is that okay, Ms. Bass?
That is included in your package. So all of the applications are on here.
Is this something you guys want to take up maybe at the next council meeting as far as appointments?
There's probably, there should be, there was one application that came in today. And so that one wouldn't be included, but I think it would be voted on tonight. But I think there should be. He said he only saw five applications.
And then also on your agenda, it lists, whose appointment it is, that way you all are aware.
It also is discussing the police and fire commission. Let me go back to it real quick. Yes, the police and fire commission board.
Yes, ma'am, so if you recall, council appointed Ms. Susan Connor to that board, her term has expired, and so, they are in need of a replacement. This is a 5-member board, they only meet on a quarterly basis. And so on that 5-member board, you have the finance director, who's a permanent position, you have a police representative, fire representative, a representative that's voted on by, retirees and beneficiaries, and then a council appointment to that board. And they meet on February, in May, August, and November. And typically you want someone who has some type of banking or some type of financing background for that position. And that appointment is not on your agenda for tonight for consideration, but just so council can decide who you want to appoint.
Do we know if anyone is interested? Has anybody been recommended so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay. That's something we want to maybe have on the next agenda. All right, that is it for our work session agenda. Is that any updates?
I know.
All right.